Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm gonna give you a complete tour of the city of Dickinson, North Dakota. Let's get right into it. Hey guys, David Van Asher here with the Living in North Dakota team. And if this is your first time to this channel and you wanna learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, and play here in Dickinson and anywhere else in the entire state of North Dakota, make sure you click that subscribe button and tap the bell to get notified every time we put out another video. And honestly, we're getting so many phone calls, emails, and text messages from people just like you who are looking to move and relocate here. We absolutely love it. So if you've been thinking about moving or relocating here to Dickinson or anywhere else in North Dakota, make sure you pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us an email, send a text message, days, nights, weekends. We've got your back when moving here to Dickinson, North Dakota. All right, so can I give you an idea of what it's like in Dickinson? Dickinson's a very old city. It was built originally along the railroad, which passes through, and the old, train station is still there. Not really much for passenger traffic anymore, but all these old buildings in downtown are still here. What you're gonna find in downtown is a lot of, nightlife, bars, different boutique shops, things like that. So, if you're looking for kind of that kitschy, smaller, shops, a lot of barber shops, just small services like that. This is a great place to come, just go out, hang out, check everything out. There's a lot of revitalization going on down here as well. Parts of downtown here are a little bit cruddy, a little bit old, needs to be fixed up, and other parts are definitely, having some TLC and some love taken care of to them, and new facades and things like that. So it's definitely hit or miss down here as far as, the quality of construction and updates that are needed. A lot of these buildings are in desperate need of updating, but there's obviously a lot of people who are making huge efforts to get this place up to speed with the current day and make this a really cool place to hang out and be at again, like so many other cities have been doing that are similar to it. This is not so different than downtown Williston, downtown Minot. And if you go out to Grand Forks, they're way ahead of everywhere right now with revitalizing their downtown and making it a really cool place to go hang out, get a drink, get your hair cut, that type of thing. So Dickinson definitely making some good effort on making this better. But yeah, it's definitely in an area that there's opportunity to grow. So if you're a business owner and you want to do something like that, there's obviously opportunities here to make that happen. So you're gonna get shops and stores, sports bars and grills. There's the old train station. Boutique shops. So this is an example of what I'm talking about. Some of these storefronts are definitely in desperate need of some TLC and updating. Others, like the Brick House Grill there, that's all new and updated. Some of these are a little bit older, but not original by any means. You got the bar here. So there's lots of there's a lot of small business owners that are making an effort to revitalize and update and make downtown super cool. I'm seeing a lot of bars. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's a little early yet, but I am looking forward to see what happens a little bit later tonight. Maybe we'll come back out here and show you what's going on there. So yeah, what I'm seeing here, there's a downtown that's in transition. I mean, a lot of downtowns throughout America, especially in rural America like this, have been, poorly neglected over the decades. And what I'm seeing here is that Dickinson is spending money. They're fixing up old alleyways like this. So brand new concrete, make it super nice. I've seen some other alleyways like this where it's like set up to be more of like a hangout even. They string lights across it, make it part of the bars and restaurants around it, like making it something really cool. And I'm seeing a lot of evidence and pieces of this kind of a trend going on here, just like I saw in Williston, just like I saw in Minot. And of course, my favorite spot was in Grand Forks. We kind of missed the downtown tour for Fargo, but I'd like to check that out. Or if you know anything about Fargo yourself, comment below what's going on in downtown Fargo. So a lot of these old alleyways like this, you can see this, you see that wood that goes over top. What these used to be back in the, I don't even know what year, a long time ago, they were railroad ties where they could bring rail cars full of coal or oil or whatever they were heating these buildings with. And so they bring the railroad right straight through, offload the supplies into the basements of a lot of these buildings. So yeah, what's left today is what, typically doesn't look that nice. You got old runs of electrical wire overhead. And in some cases, you can still see there might be buried, but the railroad would have been through here and through here, continuing through. But as time goes, I've noticed that more and more of these things are getting torn up, cleaned up. You know, this is pretty decent compared to a lot of alleyways, but it's still definitely an alleyway where you could actually turn this into basically a frontage area. And so there's a lot of that going on to make this a little bit more of an attractive space to hang out and check out, and no more of those back alley ghetto scary looking spots, right? All right, so Dickinson State University, not the biggest school by any means, but definitely an important part of Dickinson's history and the student population that comes here. Of course, it's the beginning of August, they haven't started school yet. All right, so throughout Dickinson, there's multiple little shopping centers, restaurant areas. This one right here, got your Ace Hardware, buffet, laundromat, just basic stuff. This is really close to Dickinson State University, so these types of stores actually make sense because it's probably catering mostly to college students. I know when I was in college, buffets and laundromats were two places I spent a lot of time. So let's actually just do a quick tour and a lap around the college. The reason why, maybe you're watching this and you're planning on going to school in Dickinson, or your kid is, or something like that, you might want to look into buying a home instead of having your college student or you renting one. So, give us a call so that our team can kind of get in communication with you about that. We can start, scoping out some of the rental properties that might be coming available, and kind of nice idea to just be your own landlord while you're in college versus, paying somebody else's mortgage or, making somebody else's asset stronger. So if that's a position that you're in, or you're going to be the college student, maybe your parents can help, something you might want to seriously look into, and my team can definitely help you with that. So in addition to obviously Walmart as a big box store, Dickinson has a lesser known store called Runnings, and it's more like a farm, sporting goods, just lots of physical durable goods, lawnmowers. Popular store though, and I'm not sure exactly where all they are. I think it's throughout the Midwest, but it's definitely one of those stores that I haven't seen anywhere else in the state of North Dakota, but Dickinson has it, and it's a popular place for a lot of stuff. Other strip malls. In a lot of ways, it's a typical small town, but like a lot of Western North Dakota, it has just been growing and growing and growing. Let's go take a look at a couple more neighborhoods to give you a little bit better idea of what living here looks like. All right, so this is a typical neighborhood in Dickinson. There's neighborhoods at all price ranges, but I kind of just want to drive around and show you a little bit about what this looks like. This neighborhood is directly to the south of the Water Park Rec Center. Dickinson really does have some absolutely beautiful neighborhoods. Again, there's also a college here, Dickinson State University, so you're gonna find there's a wide variety of different housing. You got your really old homes that are typically rentals, and a lot of times those are where college students are gonna live. Obviously, the majority of the people that are in this neighborhood, you're gonna have, families, a lot of kids. It's a very kid-friendly neighborhood. Actually, as I was just driving by, saw a bunch of kids on their bicycles and their Razor scooters, just enjoying being out. Beautiful here. Obviously, a lot of these houses are very large, which, again, with the cold, long winters, you're gonna end up spending a lot of time indoors, and you're gonna be really glad that you have that extra square footage and that extra space to be able to really just hang out and enjoy with your family and friends, and just basically enjoy the winter months in the season. Concrete roads. Most of the newer neighborhoods, have concrete just because asphalt's gonna get ripped apart by the freeze and thaw each year, and so they spend the extra money a lot of times to have these concrete roads put in to just make sure that they last a long, long time. So because the environment here is mild to moderately warm during the summer months, you have to build things a lot stronger. So compared to other parts of the country, possibly, you're gonna find that a lot of properties and homes here, they are built a lot stronger. Water lines are like 7-8 feet deep in the ground because, during the winter, it freezes solid down all the way deep. So anyway, construction around here is usually better insulated. There's a lot of thought that goes into that whole thing. So this is one example of one of the many beautiful neighborhoods in Dickinson. This is definitely one of the newer neighborhoods, but let's go check out a couple others just so you can get a variety of what the area looks like. All right, and just to kind of give you an idea of some of the older homes in the neighborhood, this is directly next to or nearby Dickinson State. All right, guys, let's talk about the parks in Dickinson. I'm just gonna go like this. Google Maps, parks. You tell me, does Dickinson invest in having parks? It looks like we've got a bunch of them. I'm gonna go show you just a couple just to give you an idea of what they actually look like. But yeah, if you're looking for a place to go play outside with the kiddos, or you wanna have an outdoor venue for, a graduation party or something along those lines, yeah, you're not gonna have any shortage or problem with accessibility to parks. That's a big part of, being in North Dakota. Most areas around here, at least any of the cities and larger towns, are definitely gonna have, a substantial number of parks and places to enjoy being outside, because like in the months, the few months of the year where it's actually enjoyable to be out here, people actually take advantage of it, so that's pretty cool. The biggest, and I think the best, is the West River Community Center. It's got baseball fields, you got an outdoor pool, which is absolutely packed full of kids all summer long, with a lazy river, you got water slides, you got the indoor space for winter time, which obviously, as you might know, or maybe you don't know, winter is very long here, so you got a lot of indoor spaces with, workout facilities, places to hang out, just enjoy being. And right across the other side of the park here is also an indoor ice rink, so ice hockey, skating, going, enjoying and doing that. So there's massive amounts of things to do just at this single facility alone. Of course, as I showed you earlier, lots of parks in general throughout Dickinson. You can't, whatever it is that you think you might want to do, guaranteed it's going to be here in Dickinson Parks. You can always kick over to the Dickinson Parks website and, ask any specific questions you have of the Parks Department and get that information there. Or better yet, give us a call, shoot us an email, send us a text message. We'll be able to, help you understand a little bit more about the neighborhood. Our team will definitely be there for you to make that move and that transition a lot smoother. All right, so healthcare in Dickinson. Yeah, you got your bases pretty significantly covered. And if there's any specialty clinics that aren't here, Bismarck is not too far away, and so it's a quick commute down the freeway to get there. Here is CHI St. Alexius Health. So this is the major hospital of Dickinson, but they also have a clinic side, and then of course they have the emergency room side, which hopefully nobody's in there right now, but I'm gonna make sure that it's clear before I drive through to show you just what that looks like. Obviously I don't want to get in the way of any ambulance or anybody else that might be coming through here shortly. So all right, here we go, pulling up to the front emergency room. Of course, right across the street, Sanford Health. It's nice to have multiple hospital systems in a community. Gives a little bit of competition, makes sure that people are on their toes. On a previous video up in Williston, North Dakota, there is only one major hospital, and as hard as some of the people there try, there are good people there. Overall, it's just a very, very difficult facility to operate at a high level. A lot of major emergencies end up being transferred very quickly to usually Minot and or Bismarck, possibly down here to Dickinson. But generally speaking, if you're sick, unhealthy, or injured, yeah, while there are there's basic care in Williston, you're gonna find that you have a full abundance of healthcare options here in Dickinson. All right, so now that you've got a little bit better idea of what Dickinson looks like, if you're thinking about moving or relocating here and you've made it this far, pick up the phone and give us a call, shoot us a quick email, send a text message, connect with us, let us know, hey, I'm moving to Dickinson, or I'd like to know more about what it's like to live there. Let us know your personal situation, what you got going on, and we'll be able to definitely custom tailor either a home search or introduce you to a lender or whatever resources that you're gonna need. Our team has got your back, so give us a call, shoot us an email, send a text message, days, nights, weekends. Talk to you next time.